Um, do you ever ask questions?
For immunics?
Yeah, with immunics, yeah.
Well, I sometimes of course I test questions. You need to test if there's any viruses in this body, or is there any viruses in any of my bodies? You gotta do that.
I want you to hold your hand up and test some questions that I give you, okay? All right. I want you to say the names of friends of yours to find out who your best friend is, and see if you get a signal on one of the names, okay? So say names of people who might be your best friend, and see which you get a name on. Say it out loud.
Spencer. David. I got stuff from my friend named David.
Okay.
Because I've known him for a long time.
Right. Now I want you to test another question here. Hold your hand up again and ask this. Have I ever known David before this lifetime?
Have I ever known David before this lifetime?
So you get a signal on that too, huh?
Yeah.
See, you can find out all kinds of things about your friends. Like, hold your hand up again and ask this. Ask this question. Okay, let me see your hand. Okay, ask, have I ever killed David?
Have I ever killed David?
And you get a no, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hold your hand up again and ask, has David ever killed me?
Has David ever killed me?
And you get no signal on that. Okay, now ask, have I ever been a blood relation of David's?
Have I been ever a blood relation of David's?
You get a signal on that. I noticed that surprised you, didn't it?
Uh-huh. I mean, both like two because there's some differences between it. I mean, like, David's favorite sport, he's a hockey man. He's just a hockey man.
Right.
Loves hockey.
And what's yours?
Baseball.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da.
You know, I knew that, and I never asked you about it, but I knew your favorite sport was baseball. I already knew that. I don't know how I knew, but in a way, you just have the vibe of a baseball player. You know, that's what I always got that. Even like years ago when I looked at you, I always got that you were a baseball player. Oh, there's something you can ask. Hold your hand up. Ask, have I ever been a professional baseball player?
Have I ever been a professional baseball player?
There you go.
Do you mean some kind of past life or something?
Or something. Hey, you could have been Mickey Mantle for all you know. So you get, yes, you have had another life with your father.
Yeah.
How about with my mother?
God, yes.
Okay.
As I'm getting the answer, I'm looking to see what I see about that. I could test how many also.
Yeah, go ahead with your mother. How many? Over 10?
With my mother. Over 10 lives with my mother. Yes.
Well, that's probably far enough to go with that particular question. But you could go with my father. How about over 100?
Over 100 with my father. I'm getting a yes.
Okay. This question, let me show you the lesson that you're working on here.
Right.
It's this lesson.
Yeah.
You see? And the name of the lesson, and you can look at this and you can actually test these things for yourself. See, it's called Past Life History with Blank.
Yeah.
You can read it because I'm sharing my screen with you.
Yes.
And here's the question. It says over 100, over 1,000, over 10,000. Do you feel any different than you did when we started testing?
Yeah, so much more real and relaxed, but fuller. I feel fuller of experience. It was a revelation about the killing.
Well, let me show you how to get to this lesson.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to move this onto the screen. And also you'll notice that the lesson lists another lesson that you can do here. It says whole death clearing, traumatic deaths. And if you click on that, you get this this very extensive lesson on traumatic deaths, which is beyond the scope of what we're doing. But to go back to how I got here, it's listed in this skill. And the name of this skill right here is What's Your Life About? And What's Your Life About is linked to the hub.
Yes.
Right here. Have I known Norman before this life? Did you get a signal? Okay. Have I ever been married to Norman? Have I been in love with Norman?
Yeah, we've had a lot of love between us in other lifetimes.
Have I been siblings with Norman?
Familial. Yeah, our mother.
Test that too. Let's see those tests. Can you test with your hands like this? Okay with me if you do.
Sometimes I have to, after a certain point.
That's okay. You can test with your hand like this. It's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I think we were like initiated in some family or together as siblings or
hand
that
up.
sort of thing.
Hand up. Or hands up or whatever you.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Have to get my attention off you to be able to test like this in front of the camera here. Maybe that's it. I'm getting interfered with by myself.
Have I ever killed Norman?
Killed.
Have I ever killed Norman? Yeah? Okay. Has Norman ever killed me?
Nope.
I've
killed him more than he's killed me. He has killed me sometimes.
Okay, so he's killed you, but you've killed him more times than he's killed you.
Uh-huh.
So you're more responsible for him than he is. You. So don't do that. Don't take on responsibility for somebody because of some kind of karmic problem. You know, you have to always give people their own responsibility for themselves in every way, shape, or form.